Hello Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. My name is Adela. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader. I use astrology, numerology, psychology and self-realization teachings to do my readings, and I will be doing a reading for the sun sign of Sagittarius for the year 2020, and I will be shuffling the cards now for you, and we will be getting one card for each of the months. And after the cards have come out, I will sit for them for a while so that I can find the highest reading interpretation for you, and I will come back to make the reading for you in front of the camera with as well a little piece of advice. Okay, let's start. 2020 will be a great year for many of us and for many of the zodiac signs. It will bring things to conclusion. We will see results in our everyday life affecting tangible things, and finalizing projects and work and processes that we have been doing in the last 2 years. They will come to conclusion in 2020, and for you as well it will be a wonderful year. Of course, there are challenges as well that we have to face, and this positivity or successful conduct for 2020 is due to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck, and expansion, bringer of gifts. Jupiter, it's moving or has moved already in the beginning of December 2019 in the sign of Capricorn, and before that actually it was in the sign of Sagittarius, so it was in your sign. And maybe you have felt the influence of Jupiter last year, especially because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. So Jupiter, let's say, it's the planet that influences the sign of Jupiter, the sign of Sagittarius the most. And it was transiting your first house, the house of the self, of self-appearance. And maybe you have gained something last year, something beautiful, something has entered your life that will have that will stay for you for a longer time, for a longer period, and has made you happy. Like, for example, a child. Yes, maybe last year in 2019 you became father or mother, and the child entered your life, or some major changes happened, like a partner, or major changes in your character. But as well, other planets that have had an influence on us in the last 2-3 years are Saturn, who moved in the sign of Capricorn 2 years ago, at the end of 2017. So it has been in Capricorn 2018 and 2019. And at the same time, while Jupiter is a planet that brings you result and expansion, Saturn is the planet that fosters us to do the work that is needed for all kind of changes and transformation. So whenever Saturn is in one of the signs and in one of our houses, we know that that is the house, and that we will be tested in that specific area, and we will have to invest a lot of work, and sometimes it takes longer to see the results. And generally you start seeing results after Saturn leaves that house, or at the 3rd year, because Saturn stays 3 years. At the end of the 3rd year you start seeing results. And now with Jupiter moving in the same house, in the same sign, the Capricorn, and in the same house, this will be a good moment to gain results. And for you, Jupiter is entering Capricorn, where Saturn is, and that means is transiting your 2nd house. And 2nd house rules finances, values, skills, everything that has to do with things that we possess, but not only in terms of tangible things and money, but even sometimes self-value. So generally everything that is related to value, be it material or immaterial. But maybe you have, for example, been working on projects all the time, and maybe you have not been getting the needed rewards for those projects, or for the work that you have been investing in those projects. Although you have had the feeling you have been working quite a lot, you feel like I'm working all the time and I'm not getting any results. So now in 2020 you will finally get the rewards and the results, because Saturn has been there, who have put you through this testing works, which is good, because it means you have been investing in your work. It's just that you have not been able to get the rewards. And, you know, rewards means as well recognition sometimes. And when we don't get recognition, we start doubting ourselves. When we don't get the needed money, or let's say we're not paid as much as we think we should be paid, we start doubting ourselves and start thinking about our inner values. But Saturn has given you as well time in these 2 years to or possibility to grow beyond constructing your self-worth depending on things and rewards that come from the outside, because it's actually an inner thing. Anyway, the point is that in 2020 you will start seeing those results and finally getting the rewards, tangible rewards, because we are talking about Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign, and it's all about achieving in the real life. It's all about goals. It's all about career growth. It's all about tangible things, long planning, concentrating. So yeah, it's beautiful. And actually you have here a lot of cards, like you have 5 cards that with Pentacles, which are actually money, finances, tangible things. So that's coming all in 2020 for you. But let's start. In January, you have the Sun, which is a beautiful energy. This is the energy of the end of 2019, which is launching you as well in 2020. You may be feeling like being reborn. You have had your birthday in November or December, and I know for many of us it's difficult when our birthday comes or is approaching us, because then we have to review what we have achieved so far and think about existential questions. But I think some of you have enjoyed that moment and have had the possibility to get that energy that the time around your birthday or around your sign gives you. And of course, the energy of Jupiter in your sign. And as I said, maybe something beautiful has entered your life in 2019. And it, for me, this Sun with this child, I have to think about a child being born. You either got a child, or you feel reborn, or something new has entered your life and you are happy about it and you are passionate about it and you are enjoying it. It's a moment of enjoying what you have and where you are. It's fiery, it's related to your sign, it's warm. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy. Or maybe you have gained some insight, some spiritual insight, some upgrade in your way of thinking and consciousness. Or finally, after a long period of struggles, you have achieved for yourself an inner enlightenment. And you feel at peace and you feel happy. Or maybe you have already started getting some rewards in December, because Jupiter entered Capricorn in December. So it may be that you already have seen a proof of rewards coming to you and you are celebrating in January. This is more related to you. This is how you feel. And it's beautiful to enter 2020 with this kind of energy or this kind of awareness about yourself. And it really looks like it's not something only that you have achieved on the outside material world, but it's something internal, a good place to be, a sunny place to be, an enlightened place to be, very passionate, beautiful. In February, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is beautiful. As I said, Three of Pentacles is collaboration, is working together, not only with yourself, on yourself, but working on a project and being satisfied about it and start seeing results. And it's a partnership. And maybe, if a child has entered your life, then you are like three now in your family. And you are working on that. You are working on constructing your life based now on this new constellation. Or if it's not a child, then it's a passion or something new that you gained. Then it's like you are integrating it already in your everyday life. But you seem here happy and engaged. And you are working on something that is bigger than your own interests. It's a bigger project, it is bigger than you. And it's pentacles, so you are getting results. You are happy with it. You know you will get the results in the future because we have here a map and this 3 pentacles in this card, which is very interesting because normally the pentacles are very visible like this, but here they are embodied in the building. So maybe here you are still not getting the visible, tangible rewards in form of money and finances. But it's just clear to you that that is invested and it is embodied in the project that you are doing, and you will just reap the results later at some point when this building is over. But at least you feel satisfied about this constellation and about this process. You feel more at peace in a way because at least now you see that your work is embodied somewhere in something that is growing. In March, you have the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords, it's a card indicating rest. Leaving aside some worldly preoccupations and having a break. It's like you have been battling with something and then you are taking a rest. Your sword is on your side. And normally it is said like this is a break, this is a time to reflect, and then to go back to life and to the battle that you are fighting. But maybe here as well it is a moment of reflection for you. It has to do, swords have to do, of course, with everyday life and decisions, but they are related to thinking as well. So maybe in March you are thinking about something. You are thinking about the project. You are thinking about something that you were involved in the last months or years, and if you should continue to do it or not, if you should leave it. Yeah, it's like taking a moment to reflect, but it is something that maybe it has been tiring you a little bit. You have been tired about it. You are not wounded by that physically, but mentally. And this knight here, or soldier, he's praying as well. He's not only resting, he's praying for something, maybe for that battle or that struggle or that project to end, or maybe for courage to go further. Yeah, it's a moment to reflect. I think it's a moment to reflect on something that you have had in the past and you have been dealing with, and it is different from the 3 cards before because it's like, it's not pentacles, you are not working, you are taking a rest, and maybe it's something from which you did not benefit and actually gained a lot of stress and fatigue, and it was all about talking and it was all about thinking, but you were not seeing results. And it is different from this card, because here the pentacles are embodied in the building. So even if you didn't see the results, or if you are not yet seeing the results, you see that they are invested into something, into a foundation, and it's building up. While here the swords are just hanging on the wall as just a recognition of something. It's like you are taking pride only by displaying this project. It's not that you are getting any rewards from it, if that is somehow clear. It's like sometimes when we participate in a project, or we are being part of something because it looks good, or because but we are not getting more satisfaction from it. No rewards, no financial rewards, and we know that we will not get them. And sometimes it's okay, but it looks like this one, it's stressing you out. It's has been tiring you, and you are praying actually for it to finish, to come to an end. Although you have the sword there, although this is something that you can do, it's not that it's something that you don't have the capacity to do. It's just that maybe you're thinking to leave it behind. And I'm saying that because in April you have the Six of Swords, which is a moment of moving on, taking a decision. So after this break and reflection moment, it looks like you are moving away. You are taking the decision to move away from turbulent waters into quieter waters. And this soldier, this is the same person, it's not wearing that clothing, that fighting clothing anymore, and the swords are not being used. So it looks like you are leaving something behind, which doesn't bring you rewards financially, maybe. Or it was something that was not embodied in your future plans. So you are letting it go, or you are moving on to another destination, or you are moving away from that project, maybe, or situation that was not serving you in all aspects. It was serving you, maybe, or you were serving to that project, actually, because we see you here as somebody who has been involved in that. You were serving. It was not serving you. It was not reciprocated, if I can put it like that. So you are just deciding to go, and you have been taking something with you. It's not that you have not gained anything from that, but it's not financial reward, and it's tiring. It has tired you, so you are leaving it behind. You are moving somewhere else. And bottom of the deck, actually, you have the Knight of Swords, which looks to me like a little bit like this knight here who is taking a break. And you see this kind of energy, scattered energy, fast energy, uncontrolled energy, not nice colors, very cold. We don't know what is he fighting for. Yeah, and for me, this card now here in general, when the Knight of Swords appears, it's an energy that I don't like it so much. It's very scattered. And I'm never sure what is he fighting about. What's the purpose behind? But this is an energy that you are not, you sort of are moving away from that. You don't want to rush anymore into anything. So this Knight of Swords energy is an energy that you are avoiding, that you want to avoid in 2020. This was something from the past, this fighting energy. And I guess you have done your battle already in the last 2 years or even longer. And now it's a time to really, do another kind of battle or another kind of strategy of war or life strategy. So this is here relates to this moment when you are taking a stand, you are reflecting and then moving away from a certain project or behavior that maybe you have been dealing with in the past. Because that's like these swords appear here and then we don't see them anymore. This does not appear anymore in your reading. This is something that has a closure with the Six of Wands. Or it's like you are letting it go. You don't know where it's going, but you don't deal with it anymore. It's like you are letting this go and you are letting this Knight of Swords energy go for 2020 because now you are shifting your energy. Even due to this enlightenment or this inner awareness or this gain of a self-value. Due to the gain of this inner self-value, which you are starting the year, you start as well seeing these other results that we will come to in a bit. But in March and April, you are moving away from something. You are reflecting it and you are letting this go. This kind of approach, this kind of strategy, this way of being, of thinking, this project, it's not serving you. You are letting it go. In May, you have the Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is beautiful because it's as I said here, with the swords that are hanging on the walls as prize or for something that was achieved, here we have a real achievement in the everyday life. Maybe here in May you get the rewards of a project or application or something that you did last years or 2 years ago, and now it's coming back to you with recognition, with other people recognizing it too, and maybe with you being in this position, this glorious position, and this achievement, which is much more satisfactory, and this passionate, and you are passionate about it. It's a victory card, but it's something that you were not aware of, or you forgot about it, or let's say it's an application maybe that you did like some months ago and now you are getting some positive reply, or it's a product that you launched like a year or 2 years ago and now somebody noticed it and suddenly it's being shown somewhere and other people are appreciating it, or it's good news about something. But as I said, you start seeing now here some kind of result and achievement, and you as well are feeling better about it. Very beautiful energy, but it looks like it comes out of it comes suddenly and you almost forgot about it. Or it's something like a product that you brought out some time ago, and now people are starting to see it and recognize it, and it happens a little bit without your awareness about it, because we see this person here, he's not looking at us, he's having his own way. This scenery here is having its own reality. Or it's some kind of work that you did, or some kind of investment, some maybe you took a course about or training, an extra training, you learned a new skill, and suddenly now this skill is being useful to you. So it is a process that has been going on underneath the surface and suddenly appears, but this is the result of a work that you have been doing before, and it will bring you a lot of satisfaction, and it will cheer you up. It will boost your energy and self-value and self-awareness. And it's almost like this internal work here and this way of how you feel here is matched on the outside by this Six of Wands, because other people are celebrating you too. Very beautiful. That's why you don't want to go out there, you don't want to start the next thing and work on fighting and putting energy into something that has not been working. You are slowing down a little bit in 2020 and sitting there and almost like waiting for or attracting back the energies that you have been sending out in the last 2-3 years. In June, you have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles might be an offering, a collaboration. May be as well some payment that you are getting related to a project. It's not like very big. It's the beginning of something, but it is a recognition. It is a little bit slow, and the Page of Pentacles, it's the slowest of the pages in the deck. So it's like, it's almost like you have been waiting so long for this Page of Pentacles. And it's the same as here, you almost forgot about it. But it's beautiful. Every offer that you get, every reward that you get, you should appreciate it, because you have been working hard for it, probably. Now, this might as well be that you are initiating or bringing further one of the projects or one of the fields in your life that is related to, action and interaction in the real world. This might as well be studying something. You want to study something new, like this page is having a look at this pentacle and it's interested about it. And this might be as well somebody who wants to work with you and collaborate with you, especially maybe after this victory and victorious moment and celebratory moment that you have, and people know about it, then you might be getting an offer from somebody. Now, I see this page here in your reading a little bit lame, to tell you the truth. And this is in the month of June, and you should be aware about the Venus retrograde. Venus is retrograding from May 13 to June 21. And in this Venus retrogrades, it may, you don't want to engage, or you want to be very careful with people who come romantically into your life. Because the retrograde makes things a little bit hazy, and people don't have the best of intentions, or they are maybe not be giving you what you want. Or maybe they come in and they are coming out again. So be careful in terms of approach there. But if this is something that is related to a previous relationship or working relationship, and you are getting the rewards now, this is beautiful. You should appreciate everything that you get, even if it's only one coin, one pentacle. But if this is a person suddenly coming back into your life out of the blue, offering you something, and this Page of Pentacles, it's sometimes for me a little bit too attached to this page, to this pentacle, to what he is offering. Here he is almost proud about him being this big offering person. He's like a little bit in love with himself, only because of this gesture and only because of what he gives, in a way. But if it's related to your previous energy, to the previous projects, yes, you should be very thankful and grateful for what you are getting here. Now, this might as well be that the Six of Wands, somebody suddenly enters into your life with a big gesture and a lot of celebrations, and then offers you this Page of this pentacle. And then you are like, what? Are you kidding me? Romantically, let's say. Because it's happening a lot in terms of partnership as well, and romantically. And Venus as well is having this retrograde in your 6th house, which is the house of relationships. Work, health, and relationship. And there is a lot happening as well in your 6th house, because Uranus is in Taurus and Neptune is in Pisces, in your 4th house, which rules home, family, and where you come from. So the kind of work that you have been doing in the last years and that you will be doing in the coming years will be more related to your the way how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, what are the narratives that you are telling to yourself, the relationship with the closest family members, friends, romantic partnership, and work and home. Because most of the planets, like the slow planets, are and will be in the coming years in the signs like the fourth house or the sixth house. So this the first and the from the fourth to the sixth and the seventh house. These are all issues related to you and to your closest environment. And after this, the sixth house, things start until the 12th house. They are more about social life, friends, and the brighter range of your connections. So that kind of work that you are doing here all the time, and all the things that are entering your life and that you are being approached or that you are approaching, are testing you in your very inner self. And I say that maybe this page of Pentacles, it's something that you are not so clear about, or it comes a little bit weak here in this reading. It's because in July you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful fulfillment card. It's like everything related to feeling fulfilled in family, in the self, in the close surroundings at home, being financially stable, you know, with here this expanded family and different generation, a couple with kids and dogs and grandfather, beautiful city, and almost like these pentacles falling on them. And this person here, it's sort of the only person more or less looking at us. And I see this page making this offering, and this person sort of looking at this page and saying like, are you kidding me? Like, why should I take this? Look what I have. But maybe you don't have this yet, but this is something that you want to have. This is an energy, or it's like in July you are finally starting to realize this is what I want to have and this is what I can have with this change in your self-worth. Awareness about the self-worth, value, about inner value. When we change how we perceive ourselves in terms of inner value, then we start realizing, oh, okay, but then I can have this, I can have that, I can have this kind of life, I deserve more. When you feel better about yourself, when you value yourself, you start valuing the things around you and the kind of life that you can have. So 10 of Pentacles in July, for me, it's more like an energy or an awareness or an expanded manifestation of what you want to have in the future or with your project. But it looks like life and work are related in this card, and generations, and it's like a worth and value and feeling satisfied that it's sustained during the times and years. And I see this page here like a starter. I mean, he means it well, but it looks like this is not what you want to have. And you are sticking to this. And it's good that you are sticking to this. This might as well mean that you are celebrating in July the achievements that you maybe start getting in 2020 with your family. This is a family related card. You might be inheriting something as well. But I see it more as a kind of energy that you or manifestation or plan for the future. It's you realizing that you can have this. And I like it because it's crowned by the sun energy. And this is like an enlightenment and of your consciousness. It's almost like this is a dream, an idea, a new level of awareness that you have achieved, which opens up this possibility, this dreaming about this. And not only dreaming, but believing that you will be able to get this. And maybe that's why you are refusing what's not, what will not bring you there. Of course, it's not only about what other people are offering to you, it's about you as well, building this for yourself. But you are working, and you have been working. In August, you have the Page of Cups. And it's interesting because it's almost like this 10 of Pentacles. It's surrounded by two pages, which are two offers, different offers, because the Page of Cups, it's more emotional, it's more loving, it's more caring, it's like a gesture of love. And the Page of Pentacles is like a more tangible offer. Somebody who is offering you a project or a collaboration, but it can be romantic too. This is more romantic though. And I see you not really, not really engaging with this page energy. I guess you are appreciating it, and you are, because you are, this person here is staring at it. But it looks like you are not engaging with it. Now, if this is not an offer in the real sense, a romantic offer, this might be a light, watery energy that is coming into your life. It's like maybe, a short vacation with some friends at the seaside, or being a little bit more playful and free, enjoying a little bit life, tapping into a more younger and energetic feeling, and being playful. Or you engaging with something that brings you fun and satisfaction emotionally. Maybe this is flirting as well. You're going out and flirting a little bit. Not being so tense. Four of Swords, not being, yeah, because like this soldier here, it's like a sculpture. It's like stone. It's more, it's like coming alive. Like in the second half of 2020, it's more aliveness. Things are coming alive. There is more water energy, there's more nature, there's more people, there's more satisfaction. Or maybe this is just a nice offer from your friends. To do something together, to go somewhere. It's like you are getting a lot of offers. Things are coming to you. Emotional recognition, financial recognition. In September, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is beautiful. And I think this is you. Nine of Pentacles is being totally happy with where you are. Having as well as financial stability, having reached the point where you feel secure enough to be able to enjoy what is around you, nature, and as well being able to both appreciate what you have gained, or financial goods, and on the other side being open to what is around you, to nature, to life, to spiritual awareness, because nature is related to spirituality and what is bigger than you. And not really, this is as well like taking a break moment, but a different one, totally in a different energy. Because here you feel like you are struggling, you are fighting, and you want to take a rest from that struggling and fighting. And you want to drop that totally, and you don't want to have that in your life. That it's praying for praying not to want to go back there anymore, not to have to go back to that struggle anymore. And here is a different kind of break. It's like, yes, I appreciate what I'm working on. I appreciate what I'm building. I appreciate what I have in terms of finances. But wait a minute, I want to be able to go out there in nature and be able to enjoy food and fruits and birds and animals and what's around me. So it's a very nice balance between material good and spirituality, and what is behind material goods, what is related to nature in general, because they are connected, as we see it here very beautifully. And you don't want to rush. Again, this is a year for you to enjoy the rewards of your work. I think in the past you have been fighting a lot, initiating a lot. Yes, initiating, being in this masculine energy. And 2020 is like, whoa, slow down, sit there, trust that you have done the work, that you have been in the right path, and wait a minute, sit there and get your rewards. And they are coming. They are here everywhere. But just like, being slow, being in time, being poised, being centered, appreciating where you are finally. Because sometimes we run, and we don't appreciate where we are. And this here as well, this Ten of Pentacles, this is appreciating family. This is appreciating foundations. This is appreciating generations before us. you know, it's a year to appreciate, to be grateful for what you have done, for all the work, for everything that comes to you, even for your parents and your family and your grandparents. Just take a moment to thank, to be grateful, and things will come to you. Whenever we appreciate what is around us, we get more of that because we put our energy into that vibration. And here with this card, you see the snail. So it's a card of slowing down. It's almost they are in the same. She is both in the same vibration or consciousness or reality of a snail and of a beautiful bird. You don't want this. This is the past. This is what you are leaving behind. You don't want to rush into nothing. You want to be there and appreciate what is around you. And that's worth. That is value. That is self-value, because it's value is what we give to things. When you appreciate what is around you, when you appreciate nature, when you appreciate food, animals, yourself, what you are wearing, your hair, how you look like, that's value, that's worth. It starts from this small circle and small center, and you are the center, and everything that surrounds you, you create your value. In October, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Hello, all these pentacles. I cannot believe it. And as I said, maybe the money and the finances is still in the making. It's not always everything about real money in the bank. It's about feeling fulfilled and enjoying the day and the work, that even appreciating the fact that you can work, even appreciating the fact that you can study, that this is possible, that you can do that. That's value. The Seven of Pentacles is as well a card of taking a break, appreciating what you have done so far, your work so far, analyzing it, looking back of all the things that you have achieved before you taking next step. And it's about appreciating what you have now, whatever you have. Be grateful for it, appreciate it. And is as well a moment of understanding what are my potentials. Reflecting on that too. What are my skills? What am I good at? What have I achieved? Whatever it is. How did I came here? How did it grow? So understanding your process as well. Taking a moment to reflect how this plant, let's say, grew. What were the stages? It's more like being aware of a certain process and understanding that in that process there is a certain worth, or you have found something in the process of making that is worth it. And you are taking a look at it. And it's like, okay, this is what I've done so far. This is what I've achieved so far. I'm looking at it. I'm enjoying it. I'm taking a break. And I'm analyzing how can I progress with this, and what do I want to take from these things that I have achieved, or this process, or this development, and how do I want to continue with my journey and with the growing process. This is as well looking at your savings. Okay, I have so much Now, from this savings, maybe I want to take this part and do that. Maybe I want to leave them here in the bank, or it's like reflecting on what you have achieved so far. But be aware to be grateful and give gratitudes for what you have, for the work, that you are healthy, that what is around you is beautiful. It's a big moment of gratitude 2020 for you that goes beyond financial, tangible money. Even this 10 of Pentacles, for me, it's like there are like two layers. One is the life behind there, and one is the Pentacles, which are almost like a filter above this scene. So it's just like if you would want to give it a value of that scene behind, this is what it would be. You understand what I mean? Like having a family, being connected to generation, being outside in the nature, being together, being connected, it's a value. It's not the money that made the scene behind. It's just the scene behind that has this value. Very interesting. In November, you have the King of Cups, which is beautiful too. And maybe there is a King of Cups appearing in your life. Very generous, very gentle, but very stable too. Very emotional, wealthy, looking good, in a very good vibration. And yes, differently from this Page of Cups. There is here the fish as well, and there is a fish here behind, but it's like the King of Cups, it's not offering you the fish. The King of Cups, it's offering you this reality. This awareness, this consciousness. You can't be this kind of king if you don't have that inner awareness to manifest all this outside. And yes, maybe this is somebody coming to your life, offering you something. Or this is a big luck, a big gift, an option, an opportunity that is it's flowing. It's a flowing energy. And I like this here. There is water as well here in your reading. And it's in your direction. It's totally looking at you. It's not like the Page of Cups, it's looking in the other direction. But the King of Cups, it's really looking into your direction. It's prosperity, if it's not a person. It's generosity. It's support. It's emotional support. It's very stable energy. And I mean, you know, if you are like this, if you are appreciating what you have, if you are doing the right things, if you feel grounded, of course you will be attracting a King of Cups. Now, if it's not a real person, then this might be a scholarship that you are getting. A financial support for something that you are doing. Grant for your project, for your creative projects, because, you know, King of Cups and cups in general represent creativity. So it's another sort of recognition. Just be aware it might not come in the form that you thought it would come, because he's sudden too. And maybe it's just it is related to what is happening in May with that project, that suddenly you start getting awareness, rewards and recognition about, and it's victorious because they are both related. So it might be something that you want to continue or you want to work further. In December, you have the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. And this is you being, for me, the Two of Pentacles, it's a card of stability. But, you know, stability, a different kind of stability. A juggling stability. It's in movement card. You are doing, you are working. It's not yet, you know, you are out there doing your work, you are doing sports, you are doing a lot of things, you are integrating things in your life, but you are able to, well, handle them despite of what's going on behind you and the turbulent waters behind. You are juggling between things and you are managing them quite well. Now this might be that, you know, a new passion or a new